original impulse to creation is Ekoham Bahushyam. The one divine wants to become many. Many what? Not many human beings or bird and beast, but many divinities. But that cannot be suddenly, because you can't even have an individuality. As long as you are connected with Him, it will merge into the divine. So He sends each ray of His glory far into space, down into the inconscient, from where it must awaken. And in matter, the journey will continue, because that's how individualities are created. Matter is the one that makes me so much feel separate from others. Otherwise, emotionally, intellectually, we can still feel a kind of oneness. But materially, it's so difficult. It's actually impossible. So, because matter on one side, it obscures the sense of the divine. And therefore, it is the most best suited medium for creating a sense of individuality distinct from everything else. But in trying to create distinctness, it creates separateness, which is an illusion. We all know that everything is interconnected, even materially. But it was necessary. So that consciousness, that idea of many divines emerging out of one is embedded in matter. It starts evolving through the different spaces of our human. First through the animal, fish and turtle, we know that story. And that story is of this very 4 yugas. And then as it comes to the human, now it enters the critical phase of evolution. What is that critical phase? Critical phase, like in any nuclear reactor, you have a moment when it enters into a phase when it can't be pulled back. It has entered, it has to go this way or that way. So it enters a critical phase. So when it enters a critical phase, what it means is matter now ready to finally manifest the divine, because the entire manifestation finally has to be on the basis of matter. So you may have an inner realization, people have had, but that's not enough. In mind, life, heart, material existence, can it manifest? So it goes to a point. When it enters a critical phase, it's like do or die. So I take the image of people who throw, hammer throw, or what do they do? If you look at people doing the hammer throw, they are moving it like this, no? So supposing you take a time-lapse photography, you will feel at this point it is in front. And here, it has gone behind. But what is it doing? It is gathering momentum. Through these swings and cycles, it is gathering momentum. And a time comes when the escape velocity will be such that it will go past the barrier. So humanity coming down this stair and going back. That's why we see every Satyug is higher than the previous Kalyug. It doesn't go back from Kalyug to Dwapar to Treta to Satyug. It goes, Kalyug is a launching pad to enter a new Satyug. Why? Because everything it's an anarchy. And out of that anarchy, the divine can better emerge in the heart of creatures than when there are codifications. So he himself destroys. So each of these cycles with the pralaya is that there is a preparation which has gone thus far and not further. And then when it comes back, it comes with a greater momentum, like the person who is going to throw is gathering momentum. So far, 6 cycles, humanity has evolved to a point. It gathered momentum. And then a time comes when, that's what the mother says, that's the leap of faith. And the indications are there, as I said, when it has gathered momentum enough that at least a few or a large, let's hope, large section of humanity escapes from the limits of the human consciousness collectively, and the matter, their body is ready to embody and manifest the new light. The bodies are also changing. Forms are becoming more and more androgynous. Mother spoke about it. Even you see in Air Force we used to have cockpits. Why the women were not allowed at one point of time? So it's because the cockpit was designed to accommodate the men. The men were taller. So, because it has to fit into the human structure. Now the women have become taller. They are breaking many of the records everywhere, physically. Men and women, even physical level. And thanks to this travel and all kinds of acculturation, a body is getting used to, and the that shield which is ozone layer, people are very worried about it. And the gases emission, human body is being taxed to the ultimate capacity for a new emergence.